Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how you can make this fabulous villa. It's such a beautiful miniature. It comes complete with its own swimming pool, this grand piano as you can see here, and a complete children's playground. It's just amazing. There is so much detail in this particular miniature. Um, the good thing about that, of course, is it's fabulous. Lots of fun to make. The negative thing, I suppose, is it's actually a little bit difficult to make because there are so many small pieces, but we all get used to that. As you can see, there's also a lot of lights in this particular miniature, which really make it stand out at night time, and so much beautiful detail. Look at this little post box. Is that cute or what? I love that little post box. It's so cute. I got this particular kit from Temu and it cost about €60, $60 or so. It's called Sweet Words. So I want to show how I start off making each piece. First of all, I take all of the pieces that I need from the different sets that it comes with, and I put them all out. I make sure sometimes you need to double check that you've got the right piece. So, for example, here this says light blue cloth, and it says it's 8 times 14 centimeters. Well, this was 8 times 14, but doesn't that look green to you? Anyway, it's the only one that looks closely like it, so this is the right part. And I also wanted to check the other part, which was the brown piece, and that does look a bit closer to what it says on the picture, but it works out. So here you are, you've got all the pieces, they're all lined up, and yeah, you're ready to go. So, yeah, I think actually we are pretty good to go. So we'll begin by putting the bed down and the sides and the back on. And then we'll take some batting, put on the small piece of paper that shows you how to cut it and cut that out. And voila, there it is, all cut out. Isn't that great? Then you take that batting and add some this light blue, light green to it and just glue it down. And then you will actually add that to the baseboard, to the backboard, sorry. And it looks actually pretty good, don't you think? You can see the batting on it and everything. It's really nice. I like that. So it came out pretty well. So now we're going to take some glue, and what we'll do is we'll just put on these golden beads. They were really tiny. I was actually worried they were going to be very difficult to work with, but actually they weren't too bad at all. It came out pretty well. So now we have the headboard almost finished. We're now going to add on these two poles on either side, and we'll glue those on. And once you've got those completed, you just take the main part of the bed that you've already made. Remember to turn it the right side up now. And you just glue that on, add some batting, put on the cover that you've made, and a little bit of ribbon there. And yeah, it's quite cute, huh? It actually came out better than I thought. And then you just add some cushions, and yeah, I really like it. It's quite posh. So here is probably my favorite piece, not that piece, but the whole thing of this kit. Look at that. Look how cute that is. This is the grand piano, as you can see. So we'll start off by making the base. And then we're going to add the keyboard. The keyboard is actually really cute, and you just fold it around so it fits really snugly onto that little piece of wood that you get. This is the sheet music, which if you score first, it's easier to fold up. And then just finish with the rest of the pieces as it's shown in the guide. This part actually, although these are very small parts, it really works really. Oh, need to put that back up. And that one fell down again. Anyway, so it's really quite easy to put together. In fact, I really enjoyed this. So fun. And this is probably my favorite part when I can put the lid on. And then we just make a tiny little stool and a little bit of cushion with again some padding or batting as we call it in England. And there you have it. Is that cute or what? I mean, it's just adorable. I just love that so much, and it actually looks better in real life. Trust me on that. Now we're going to start on the kitchen sink. This is generally fairly easy to put together. The instructions are very clear on this. You can see these, oops, let's turn that one over. These actually make the sink itself. You just make that as a little box. Quite cute. And then we just pop that right into where it belongs. Now you see this piece of kitchen furniture is starting to take shape. I'm going to add the backboard and then the small tap, which is really nice that it comes in one piece, and also the doors. Just take out the pieces you need, put on the back in, and I like to use beads for handles. And then pop those different items on, and there you have it. Pretty cute, huh? I like that a lot. Then there's another piece of furniture that goes in the kitchen area, and again we're making the doors in the same way. I do apologize, this is a little bit out of focus. I don't quite know what happened to my camera there. But again, just get all the pieces together, and then it's very easy to just put together. And there you have it, this little cute cabinet, whatever, for the kitchen. And now we're going to make some books. I'm actually making these a little bit differently from how it says in the catalogue because it's just so complicated in the catalogue. This way is you have a little bit of foam strips, you cut out the books in lengthwise like this, add a little bit of glue, and then you're just simply going to put that around. I use a little bit of foam. You could use white paper. White is good because that looks like the paper inside. Just let that dry, and then you're going to cut the side off. Actually, if you make it the right size, then you don't even have this extra to cut off. Then you just cut up the individual books. I have a video that shows this, a short. If you want to look at my channel, you'll see another way. I make over 200 books in less than an hour. And there you have it. Aren't they cute? And they look just as good as, if not better, than how they suggest you make it with paper. And this is the finished effect that you get with that cabinet. Looks very nice. This is called a roaster and is put together. Again, this is a simple one. And again, I like to use beads for handles. We'll just pop those on there. And then you have this little cutting board and a piece of cake. That's so cute. I've just added a couple of my own things here to add up the plastic plate and the cup with beads in to make it look like potatoes or rice or something. I actually took this apart, this particular bookcase, because it comes with this horrible cardboard paper for the back and for the doors, as you can see here, and I just thought it was so nasty. So I actually have cut out a little piece of wood for the back, um, and also two little pieces for the doors. And then I'm just simply putting this together. It's fairly simple. Just follow the instructions and you'll be done in no time. Here you can see the doors that I made, again with beads on them. But I just think it looks so much nicer than the paper. Pop in the little box, the little house, the little car, and some books, and a couple of other things that come with it, easy enough to put together. This also is very quick and very simple, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it because you don't want to just sit and hear my voice all day, but this you just put together, and look how cute that shell is. It's really adorable. Now we're going to put together a few pieces of furniture that actually are very simple to make. Now we're going to make another beautiful piece of furniture. This actually is really simple, but it's adorable. This is the rocking chair. When you add that piece of cotton, make sure that you add a back into it, piece of paper or cardboard, otherwise it will be very difficult to keep a little bit stiff. And then make a cushion. Look how cute that is. The next thing we're going to make is the lamp. I actually found this quite hard, to be honest. I think if I were to do it again, I would put that piece of material onto a piece of paper backing because it was very difficult to roll up and to get it to look nice. I was never really very happy with that, but anyway. And when you're doing the legs, make sure that you put on two and then that you put on the middle piece before you put on the third leg. That's actually quite important. So you see this middle piece, that's where the top is going to go onto, and then you take the last leg and then you put it on. And with the lamp, of course, remember to put one of the lights into it. I really enjoy making steps. They're so easy, they go quick, and I think they look really great. There's actually two sets of steps in this kit. Both are made in the same way, and they just look great when they're finished. It's nice to have something easy once in a while. Now you can see some of these cute toys for the children's playground. Now the swings were actually a little bit difficult to make. I don't know why. I think maybe they were just so tiny. You put this onto a piece of leather, bend up the sides, and then you add string, and you'll see the rest. While you're watching this, let me just remind you to watch the bloopers at the end. Sometimes I think they're almost better than making the things in the first place. But at least you can see that, we all make mistakes and things go wrong. So if you're fairly new to this, don't give up. We all began like that in the beginning and still make mistakes. So check out the bloopers at the end. Now we have all the playthings. I'll just show you how cute they all look together. They're so cute, aren't they? This is just one of the things I fell in love with about this kit. Now we're going on to begin with the bathroom. And first of all, we'll be making the sink. And next we'll be making the actual bathroom itself. All of this is fairly basic stuff. That's pretty cute, huh? I liked it. I like it a lot. So now we have the toilet. If you look in the manual, it tells you to put on these yellow stripes. I mean, have you ever seen a toilet with yellow stripes on it? Anyway, I haven't. I didn't like them. So I covered the toilet with some paper apart from the actual toilet seat itself, and I colored it blue because the bathroom is blue. And tell me what you think in the discussion below. Think it's better with the blue, or did you prefer the yellow? We have some cute little decorations to go in the bathroom, and then, of course, the toilet. Oh, let's get hold of that one. I roll away from you. And the little toilet roll holder will go on there, and then the toilet. And there you have it. Really cute. Little mirror, little shower unit. Very sweet. Very sweet. This is the table that will go into the conservatory. I love making stairs. Stairs are so much fun. They go so quickly, they're so easy to make, and they just look great. What do you think? I love these. This is the podium for the piano. Now we're going to do some wallpapering, and I want to explain a little trick about this. First of all, cover the base completely with glue. Don't worry about the holes because there's also a hole on the paper itself. Get it as close as you can, obviously, to fit in. And then the secret really is to take a wet cloth and brush out to the sides. You're brushing out all the time, and you'll find that you'll have a nice flat surface at the end of all of this. Now we'll be making the windows and doors and sides for the conservatory. And again, it's just a good idea to get each piece out first with all the parts you need and then to build it up. And we're going to actually start to make something outside of just an individual thing. It's good to use a square at the back here when you put that first one on, just so that you get it nice and square, and then add the sides. We're now coming to the swimming pool, and this pink color, it's not very clear on the video, but this was actually pink, and I had to paint it blue. There's so much pink in this kit. I mean, if you love pink, great. I'm not opposed to pink, but wow, there was a lot of pink. So anyway, I decided to paint the sides of the swimming pool blue. Always make sure you fold paper before you try and glue it on. It just goes so much better when you do that. Now we'll be adding the light, and make sure you use the one with a blue lead. There is only one light that comes with a blue lead. That's the one for here because it's actually a blue light. That's why you need it. And then this bent piece goes on the top, and that actually looks really nice. You might even want to push that down a little bit. It's always a good idea to check lights before you do the final finishing touch of putting them into the house. And this little chandelier goes under the swimming pool and will be for the conservatory. And look at how cute these are. These are so adorable, I can't tell you. The little slippers. I mean, have you seen anything so cute in all your life? This is where it's probably good not to have big fat fingers like I do, but okay, they worked out. This curtain will go on the kitchen window, so we need to cut that out. Always cut from the back first and then from the front. So I have to confess, the one thing I hate with these kits is their infernal chandeliers. I mean, they are so complicated, so tiny and so twiddly. I'm sure people do a much, much better job than I do, but anyway, this one kind of worked out okay, I think. But they are fiddly. If you like fiddly things, this is definitely the project for you. That goes under the first floor, by the way. Now we're adding the stands for the bottom floor base, and then add the base onto that. And then we're adding these super, super cute little fences. I love these guys. Really cute. It's nice now that it's starting to take some shape, isn't it? I really like that. Ooh, I almost forgot to put these on. These go on the sides of each one. Now we get to do some of the really fun stuff. We actually start to add pieces that we've made into the kit, into the village, the villa, not the village, the villa. This is just so satisfying when you've made all these pieces and then you can just gradually start adding them. So fun. This is sort of a lamppost that attaches so that you have something to hang that floor on that I just showed you. Now we're adding some of the finer detail, which is always fun to do, especially these cute little flower pots. Now we're adding the wall partition out to the swimming pool. And again, here you'll see you make another of these lights. Before you put on the roof, remember to feed the wires through the hole that's already there. And this is the chandelier that we put on the ceiling earlier on, not the one over the swimming pool, but the one on the actual roof itself. Now we need to add the balcony on the top floor. We don't want anyone falling down. Let's get that all up there. And now we're going to begin on the plants. These are a little bit finicky, if that's even a word, but very fun to make, and it's lovely when they are finished because then you can just sit and admire them. Remember to, if you score, sometimes you can use the back of a scissors or a nail file or something like that, something that's not too sharp. Just be careful with the scissors, you don't cut yourself. So this is the wood for the one side. And before we put the wood on, we're going to actually glue these tiny, tiny pieces onto each side. I'm sorry you can't see them so very well from this angle, but take my word for it. And you'll see now there's these are all done. And then you add the wood look on the other side, and you add the flowers and so on. They come out pretty cute, I think. Now we're going to add the swimming pool, which is really cool to be able to do that. It just now fits on the top, a couple of balconies on the side. We add the doors and the surrounds to the doors, and we're pretty much finished with that. Now I'm going to show you a little tip how you can make this grass a little bit more lively. It's pretty naff, I think. So I just found these sponges, just normal cleaning sponges. It was like under €1. Just rip off the top and then shape the pieces as you need them. And you'll see here how I've added them to the base. And let me know what you think in the comments. You think that's nicer? Do you think it looks better? I like that it gives some texture and some colour. Now we're going to make the outdoor lamppost. And to take this, you take another light and make sure that the wires go in from the top to the bottom. I actually did this wrong the first time, that's why I can say it now. But then you end up with the light at the top. And you just add these other pieces. I don't think I even needed to glue these, but of course you can if you want to. But they snap on pretty well together, so this goes very quickly. Now we have to do the wiring. To cut the wires, I found it best if you just bend a little bit over the knife and then turn it around and bend it again, then tighten it like this, because you don't want to keep cutting by mistake too much wire. And then you cut them all to the same size, and then you start picking out the colors. On this particular kit, there's a white one and a light sort of almost grayish, but it's difficult to see it on the video here. But anyway, you're going to take out all the white ones first, for example, and you'll take one of those and you take another white one and you just twirl that around. And you do that with all of them until you finally got all of the white ones as one piece. If you don't know what I mean, just I think you can see from the video how that goes. Then we're going to take the black wire from the battery box. On this particular kit, it's black to white. Just make sure you have the right things. You're not going to blow yourself up or anything, but it won't work if you have the wrong ones. And then there's this piece of paper. You can also solder these if you wanted or put plastic around them, but I thought, well, it came with a piece of paper, I might as well use it. So you just roll this around so that these wires won't touch the next wires. which again, you just gather them together and join them, this time with the red wire ink. Make sure you have the blue wire with the red wire. And again, you just do that, turn them around, tighten them around, and then comes the big moment of truth. And this is where it's always good to have tested them beforehand to see if they're working. Let's hope so. And there you are. The kit is finished and all the lights are working. Yay! I'm so happy. I hope you enjoy these next few pictures. Now we're going to add these tiny decorations. You just take that up and put it, and the books go into. Okay, that didn't work. Oops, little car fell out. Let's pop him back. Oh my gosh. Ah, what? Come on, guys. And I always like to use beads. I just think they look so good for handles. Isn't that much prettier than... And look how cute that came out. I think it's really just adorable. I mean, it's much nicer than I thought it was going to be perfectly honest. And what? It just slipped right out of my hand. Okay, I need to glue that thing on. Now we're going to put on this first floor flooring. We'll make sure that that's good. Oh, come on. And we're going to put in, come on, put in. Okay, I don't think that's going to fit. Oh my gosh. And I'm trying. Oh, come on. As I mentioned before, it's always worthwhile just checking that the wires are connected properly. So we'll just do this, black and white. No, sorry, white and grey and red and white. Okay, it's not working. Come on. Oh. Here are my opinions about the different. Um, this is my rating. So value for money 9. It was good. It was very good value for money. Simplicity of build about 4. If this is your first project, good luck. Get some help. Clarity of instructions about 8. They weren't always perfect. Sometimes there were a couple of things missing. If you haven't done it before, it might be a challenge. Quality of parts, I would give 8. There were a couple of pieces that I thought they were a bit cheesy, but most of it was pretty good. So that's what I consider for this. And again, if you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like, ring the bell. I hate it when people ask that, but please do. Thank you. Bye.